On our previous video, we looked at how to show whole numbers in terms of transforming it from numerals or standard form to words. Now in this video, we're going to be looking at giving the words, how we're going to be able to write it in numeral or standard form. And this here includes the following, given the following question, which says that you should write in numerals. So numerals is the same thing as just saying writing in standard form. So that is what we're going to write right here. Now when you're given the number, that is as follows. First is you have 307. So in here what we're going to do is we're going to work from left to right, and in here we are given 300, which is going to be broken first, and once we have this, we are going to write this in numerals, and this shows that we have 300 means so we have 2 zeros after the whole number, which is, or whole digit, which is 3, and the next part is 7. And once we do that, we're going to write our next number, in this case the digit that is the only digit. We're going to put it at the very first place value under the larger number. And so once we have this, we know that and represents addition, so therefore we're going to add our 7 to our 300, and what that gives us is 307. Take note that when you're writing this, you want to start from right to left. So 0 plus 7 gives you 7. You bring down your 0 and you bring down your 3. So this here is how we write our words and convert it to numerals. Make sure that the intermediate step is always showing that addition sign for you to apply to the numbers that are in that sentence. Now the next one here is a little bit more complicated, but with steps we'll be able to achieve this particular question or problem. And so this second question here says that we have 17,405,676. Now what I want you to do is pause this video, try using this particular strategy, knowing fully well the place values and starting from, in this case, left to right for the words to set up the numbers. And while you're setting the numbers, you're putting the very first digit of the lower number at the very last place value of the bigger number, and you work your way to the bigger place values. And so now you have this, we can play and we can now solve this question. So in here we have 17 million. So what we're going to do is underline this, and we're going to write 17 first, 17, and million, we know we have 6 zeros after the whole number digit, in this case our very first digit, non-zero digit, and which is in this case 7, going from right to left. So in here we're going to put our zeros: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This here is 17 million. Now the next one says that we have 405,000. So right here we have our thousands, so that means we're going to have our zeros, which is in this case 3 zeros: 1, 2, 3, working from right to left. Take note that because we're in the hundreds of thousands, we have 405. So in this case our 5 is going to be the ones of the thousand, and then we have our 0, and then we have our 4 in the hundreds of thousands. So this here is 405,000. You can also write this as 400,000, and then you can write your 5,000 after that, so that is or below that. So that is another way of addressing this. And next, and the final one here is we have 600 and 76. So we're right here. We can break this into two parts. We have 600. We write that first, and so we have this that is going to be working from right to left. The lowest is the two zeros, and then we have our 6 that is at the third place value, which is in this case 100 place value, and then our 76 is going to be written below this 600. So we have our 6 that is going to be placed at the ones place value, and we have our 7, or you can write 70 and then you can put 6 below it. And so once you're done, you can now see that you have and that is repeating many times, and here and here. So all this here symbolizes that you're adding all of them together. And so what does that give us? Working from right to left, we have our 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 6, that gives you 6. Next is we have our 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 7 for our tens, and that gives you 7. 0 plus 0 plus 6 gives you 6 as your 100, and 0 plus 5 gives you 5 as your 1000 place value. The next is 0 plus 0 gives you 0 for your 10,000 place value. Next is 0 plus 4 gives you 4, which is going to be placed down for your 100,000th place value. And next is our 7. We bring down and we bring down our 1. So this here is our final answer for this particular question, which is in this case 17,405,676. So I hope you found this really informative in terms of how to convert from any words that are given in any question or in any particular article, transforming it to a particular numeral format that is using the addition strategy to accomplish this. If there's another strategy that you think might be helpful, please drop down into the comment section and let me know your thought about this. On our final video here, we're going to be looking at how to represent whole numbers using expanded form, in this case the powers of 10. See you all on the next one. Stay smart as always and believe in yourselves.